being that this Type bond is so thick already, what I've decided to do with this is go ahead and make it at least about a 50-50 mix. I'm gonna make this a 50-50 mix and then dilute it from there if I need to, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this loose because I want to put a covering of Type bond on the foam before I do the skinning. You know, the PMF is just a way of skinning it. So before I put the PMF, I'm gonna go ahead and put a coat of Type bond over the foam. It's really loose now. Hopefully it's not too loose. But this is my 50-50 mix, and this is what I'm gonna cover the foam with. I'm gonna see how this spread is really loose, but I'm gonna try to thicken it up just a little. That will be fine for a covering, but I'm gonna try to thicken it up just a little. I'm gonna use this Mod Podge, help thicken it back up a little bit. I didn't thicken it up a whole lot. I can tell a little bit of thickness, but we're gonna use this anyway and see how it turns out. I didn't want to do this, but I think it's going to be to my best benefit in order to give me support on the front end, and might not glue it in, but it will give me the support to hold the ends up. I got a support in the middle. I will have ends to keep it more level, more flat while I go through the next couple steps. Another reason to mention why I like working foamies, it's 4:30 in the morning. There's no buzzing from power tools. Okay, I went and picked up 4 more boards and some lumber, 11 pieces of 1x4x12, because I'm going to extend the camper 4 feet. That's how the 50-50 Type bond 2 and water mixture is coming along. You can tell a little bit of difference in the texture, and it is working because those little pieces that when I cut the back, you see they're sticking to the board. But that's easy enough to clean up, and that's what I think I'll do, is just give a light rub of that, and that's what I'm gonna do to the whole board. I'm gonna just give a light rub with that, just to get any little things that happen to land on it, bugs or whatnot, just get them off. But that's not hard. That's not. But there's no pressure to it. I'm just dragging it across the surface. Okay, I have an update for you if you're considering the swag method, and I hope you get this video, or at least check this out, or some of the other clips in there about the different materials we decided to go with. I posted one about the swag, the original one, and as you get into building your foamies, or as you get into your foamies, you'll find different things work, different techniques, different things you like to use, or things you might want to try. So my update with the swag is we went in a different direction as far as the materials. I'm going to bring you in so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's go over the updates. I hope you make it to this video before you decide to go with the swag method. The first video I did introducing the swag, this is my first build, and that was my first experience with working with the materials. I've decided to change two components, the screws and the washers. Alright, I started with these. They come with the little star thing for you to screw them in, and I started with the drywall washers. I have switched the screws, upgrade to a 3-inch, and this is what I'm suggesting. If you're dealing with 1.5 inches, double the screw length. This here board is 1.5 inches. These are 3 inches. It's going to give me a deeper penetration, a deeper hole into the drywall. These are the screws, you get that I decided to go with, and they also come with a little Phillips head bit. Now, like I was saying, the washers, these were drywall washers, and these are they're roofing washers. They had a little nail in there, but we popped the nail out and put the screw in. One other thing, I'm still preferring the Gorilla Glue, the original, and the drywall anchors is what I'm using to anchor it. Okay, and the procedure is still the same. Another reason I don't like these is once it lays under the skin, under your PMF, you're going to have this hump. With these, that's why you squirt a little bit, because once you screw it in, it's going to pull, these screws are going to pull it's going to pull it in to make it more of a flush finish. I was using liquid nail to fasten these to start, but I don't like it. It was more rubbery, it wouldn't hold, and each one of the spots where we put the liquid nail, they didn't hold. It doesn't hold. It's like really rubbery, and it peels right off. And that happened with every spot. The Gorilla Glue did do a better job in holding them. I cut a new bottom because the first one was a little bit more heavier than I wanted for my foaming. Although the foaming will have wood in it in certain areas, especially support areas, especially the floor, because this foam will compress, it will wear down. If you're on your knees, if you're walking on it, it's going to get wear patterns, it's going to soften, it's going to be mushed down in places where weight is applied to it. So I'm going to have wood beams in here for support. Okay, and in order to swag it, what you're going to do, right now you don't have to really worry about scoring it, but you want to mark your spot to where the anchor is going to go. And you do that just simply by screwing the screw in to the foam. Also, 75 screws came in this pack. In this pack there's 50, it says the total pack equals 50. So there's 25 washers, 25 screws. There's a whole lot of roofing nails, the rubber caps that comes in with this pack. I'm not even sure how many. Excuse me, and of course your glue. So, like I was saying, mark your spot. And try to make sure they're straight and level as possible. And see, even without the anchors, you can see how it's been pulled in already. It pulls them in pretty good, but once the area is marked where the washer is, you're going to want to come back and ream it, because that's going to help the screw pull in a little bit more, so it'll be flush. Next is just back the screws out. Now I like to take something and just, not real big, this is a real thin Phillips head screwdriver, and I'm just pushing it in the hole where the screw went in. From there I'll take and squeeze some Gorilla Glue into the hole. The heads on these are like Phillips head fittings. And just now, as you screw it in, I also like to put just a dab on the anchor. Also make sure you clean your bit so that the Gorilla Glue don't clog it up. Now just let that sit and dry, and when it comes back you'll just smooth the excess off. You can see now where the washer went, so just come through and just rough it up a bit. That'll be enough for the anchors to pull the screws on in with the washers on.